It wasn't the way the Winnipeg Blue Bombers wanted to start the preseason, losing 24-6 to the Toronto Argonauts. But what had many fans upset wasn't the final score in the game, but how long it took to get to the new Investors Group field.
I wish there'd be more buses though. Don't know what's happening here, but the buses need to have more. We need to have more information.
It was a little hectic getting here, but might take a couple games until they figure it out. Hopefully they do, because it would suck if they don't.
How's your parking situation?
It took me 3 hours to get here.
Fans spent hours stuck in traffic and waiting for buses in an effort to get into the game. Many buses were full, and with traffic moving slowly along University Crescent, many fans opted to get off the bus and walk. Some fans were just getting to the game around 8 o'clock, an hour after kickoff. Bomber fans weren't exactly pleased with what happened on the field either, as the Argos pulled out an 18-point win. Winnipeg returns to the field for their final preseason game 1 week from tonight when they visit the Hamilton Tiger Cats. They play their home opener June 27 against Montreal. The Manitoba government is putting its money on the table to help cut down traffic congestion around Polo Park.
Thanks. Today,
Premier Greg Selinger says $20 million will be spent on road upgrades in the area. That's on top of $20 million already committed by the city late last year. Selinger says the area has seen a lot of commercial expansion over the last decade and will see a lot more with Canadian Stadium being taken down.
with the football stadium now being moved out to the University of Manitoba, this whole area will redevelop where the stadium is. We'll see a new anchor tenant there, and many other commercial activities develop. So these investments will aid all of that going forward.
The project will involve extending St. Matthews Avenue from St. James to Madison, improving St. Matthews from St. James to Empress, and improving two intersections on St. James, one at Ellis and the other at St. Matthews. The preliminary design and public information session is slated for this September, with construction planned for next year. A large group will gather at the Forks this evening for the 2013 Alzheimer's Society Memory Walk. Officials say at least 1,000 people have already signed up for the Winnipeg Walk, which is one of several events happening across the province this month. The walks raise funds for the Alzheimer's Society of Manitoba so they can provide programs and services to people suffering from Alzheimer's and dementia.
With the baby boomers aging, it's going to be a growing concern, and we're seeing that here. We're having a lot more calls for support, for counseling, for support groups, for just people wanting to know more because the family member has been diagnosed.
Officials are hoping to raise $315,000 in Manitoba through the walks that are happening this month. After years of quietly selling a 9-patty T-Rex burger, a Wendy's restaurant in Brandon will no longer make the item. It started out as an ad for a fictitious burger that the company put in Sports Illustrated 9 years ago. Officials say customers actually wanted to order the burger, and the restaurant obliged almost daily, but not anymore. Officials are backtracking after a story on the burger began going viral this week, saying they do not condone or promote the idea of anyone consuming a 9-patty hamburger in one sitting. The cost of that burger is $21.99. It had 3,000 calories, 200 grams of fat, and 6,000 grams of sodium. And that's the first look at what's making news at 6 o'clock. More local news at 6:30. Now we'll check in with Jenna.